Hi, are you new to the PySpark and you are wondering how to configure local development environment to work with PySpark? Then this video is the answer to your question. In this video, I'm going to provide you all the necessary steps that would be required to configure the local development environment on Windows operating system for PySpark. I will be focusing on configuring all the prerequisites step by step so that you may get your PySpark development environment configured with ease. Here are the steps that I am going to follow. The very first thing is we have to install Python. So you can download Python from python.org website. Here is the website. Once you are here, you can see full list of downloads. And from here you can choose the version of Python you are interested in. I'm interested in Python 3.11.4 version. And over here you will see full list of downloads. I will be downloading 64-bit Windows installer. Let us save it on the desktop, minimize this window, and let us begin installation. Double click on the installer, choose this option, add Python exe to the path and customize the installation. Next step, install Python for all the users, and in that case it will get installed inside the program files folder. Install. If you see any warning, click on yes. You can see the setup is completed. Now let us close it. Let us verify whether Python is correctly configured and installed. I'm going to open command prompt, and over here I will write Python space -V to check the version of the Python. If it shows you the version of Python, then it means Python is correctly configured. If you fail to see this output over here, then you probably forgot to add Python to the path variable during the installation step. So how you can solve this problem? You will have to reach the folder where you have installed it. It is inside the program files folder. Open the folder and copy its path. Close this window and then right click on this PC, click on properties, select advanced system settings, environment variables, and once you are here, you can add Python path to the current user, or you can add it to the system variable path so that it is available to all the users. Because we have installed Python for all the users, then the path has been added inside this option. So if you will click edit, you will see Python is added to the system path. So if it is not there, you can click on new and paste it over here like this. Because we already have this added to the path, so I'm going to delete it. Click OK, OK, and OK. And then you will have to close the command prompt, reopen the command prompt, and then verify whether the Python is configured or not. So once it is done, we will move to the desktop, create one folder over here, wherein I will say that it is PySpark work folder. Open this folder, copy its path, and we will add the virtual environment in this folder. So I will get inside this folder and will run a command Python space -m venv and venv. So this is the name of the environment we are going to create, and this is the command. So in this environment, we will configure all the modules that we will be using for PySpark. Press enter. It is now creating the virtual environment in this folder. You can see the folder has been created. So the virtual environment has been installed. Now I will activate this environment. For that I will say period for the current folder /venv scripts activate. Now the virtual environment has been activated. You can write down which Python command to verify which Python we are using while the virtual environment is active. I'm sorry, which command is used in Linux, where command is used in the Windows. So you can see that it is showing us that we are using this Python in current environment. So this environment belongs to this Python, and that is why it is leading. Now the core Python is showing at the second level. So this means we are done. Now we will install Python modules. The very first Python module which we are going to install is PySpark. Install PySpark. So it will install PySpark in this virtual environment. It will take some time. PySpark has been installed. Now we have to install another module. It is find Spark. So it is pip install find Spark. Press enter. And we are done configuring PySpark and find Spark on Python virtual environment. Let us close this window. We have configured Python. The next step is to download Java, and we will download Java from Adoptium website. So you can reach this web link to download the Java, or you can also download it from Oracle. It is your choice. I will be visiting this web link to download the Java. So here is the website Adoptium. Once you are here, you will see this page, and from this page you will see option that is saying other platforms and versions. Click on this option, and on this page I will select the operating system. My operating system is Windows. Architecture is 64. Package I'm interested in is JDK, and we will not download the latest version, rather we will download version 17. You can download the installer, or you can also download the zip version. I will be downloading the zip version. Click on download and save it on the desktop. So it is downloaded now. I'm going to the root directory of C drive, and over here I will extract the Java which we have downloaded. So I'm going to open it with 7-zip. You can also use WinRAR. I will drag Java inside the root folder. Once done, you can close the 7-zip, and you can also delete the zipped file. Once it is deleted, I will copy the path where I have saved the JDK. Copy this path, and I will add it to the environment variables as well as to the path. So click on properties, advanced system setting, environment variables. So environment variables for the current user, I will be focusing in this box. Click new, and over here you will say Java home is going to be the environment variable name, and paste the path. Click OK, and then go to the path, edit, new, and add Java to the path variable. So over here I'm going to say Java home %/bin. Click OK, OK, and then OK again. Minimize this window, open command prompt, and we will verify whether Java is configured or not. So how we will do that? We will run Java by writing a command java -version. So it will show us the version of the Java we have configured. So it is version 17. So we are done. Close this window. Now we are done with Java. The next step is we will download Hadoop. So copy this link, paste in the browser, press enter. What happened? Paste, and we will reach this link. From here I will download Hadoop 3.3.5 complete folder. I will not download just this, I will download the whole folder. So for that reason I will click on code, download zip, save it on the desktop. So it's been downloaded. Minimize this window, open it with the 7-zip, open C drive, and over here I will drag this Hadoop 3.3.5 version. So it's been there now. Close this window, and I'm also deleting downloaded Hadoop zipped file. Let us copy the path of Hadoop, open the properties. So right click on this PC and click on properties, advanced system settings, close this window, click on environment variables, and over here I will click on new and then over here I will write Hadoop home, paste the path, click OK. And we have added Hadoop home to the environment variables. I will also add it to the path. Click on edit, new, percentage Hadoop home, %/bin. Click OK. Now we will download the Spark. Open browser. We have got this website open. You can just type Spark and search it. The very first link belongs to the spark.apache.org website. Once you are here, you can click on download and download the version 3.5.1, which is released on February 23rd, 2024. Click on this link. Again, click on the download link and save it on the desktop. It's been downloaded. I'm going to minimize this window. Now what we have to do is I will drag it to the C drive, and for that reason I will open it with the 7-zip. Drag this archive. Now extract the content inside the tar file. Open it with 7-zip and drag its content. Close this window. Delete this tar file and also delete this archive file, and we will add Spark to the environment variables. Copy its path. Right click this PC and properties, and then advanced system settings, environment variables. Over here I will create another environment variable. Its name is going to be Spark home. Paste the path and click OK. I'm also going to add it to the path variable. Click add it, and over here I will click on new, and over here I will have to add the path, which is Spark home %/bin. Click OK. OK. Click OK once again. Close this window. So we are done configuring all these options. So we have installed Python, we have downloaded and configured Java, we have also configured the Hadoop as well as Spark. Let us verify now Spark is working or not. Open command prompt, type PySpark. If you see this output, it means PySpark is correctly configured. Now we will download Visual Studio Code and will run our program. So for that I will visit this Visual Studio Code website. In fact, it is the Brave search engine, so it takes us to the Visual Studio Code link, and once we are here we can download Visual Studio Code for Windows. Save it on desktop, minimize this window, and let us run this installer. I accept the agreement, next, next, and next. You can also create the desktop icon and install it. Visual Studio Code is installed. Click on finish. Now I'm going to delete this installer as well as Python installer. Shift delete, it's been deleted. Let us open Visual Studio Code. Let us drag this folder inside the Visual Studio Code. Click on this checkbox and I trust this author. Now we will verify running some program to verify whether PySpark is working or not. And for that reason, what we will do is we will create one file over here, new file, and let us give it a name, test program.ipynb. So it is going to be a IPython notebook. So once we open it, it will install the required extension. Click on install. By the time it is installing the extension, we can write down the code. So very first thing is we have to import the library, that is FindSpark. FindSpark will automatically detect all the environment variables required for running the PySpark program. So once it is imported, we will initiate FindSpark init, and then we will import PySpark Spark session. So from PySpark SQL, we will import the Spark session. So once it is imported, we will create the Spark object, Spark session builder, and we will give the app name. Let us say that app name is Ashman app get or create. So once we are done, we will run Spark. Let us execute. It is also going to verify which environment we are going to use. So it is saying install enable suggested extensions. Click on install suggested extensions. We didn't install Jupyter extension for Visual Studio Code, so it is installing that. It has automatically detected the virtual environment. So this means it is again asking us the environment we are going to use. So it is going to be the virtual environment. If any warning shows up, allow access. It also going to install IPy kernel, so allow it to install that as well. IPy kernel has been configured and downloaded. It is now connecting to the virtual environment, and now the code is executing. You can see that the code has successfully executed. I'm also going to create one more cell over here, and inside that I will write down the pre-written code to verify whether it creates the data frame from the dummy data I have created. Let us execute it, and you will see that the code will successfully execute and will show us the data frame along with its schema. So you can see that the data frame has been created and it is also displaying its schema. So this means PySpark is perfectly configured on this environment and we are good to write down our PySpark code. In case you have any doubts, you can write down your questions inside the comment section. Happy learning.